Everything is changing so rapidly that I might be saying something today completely erroneous in 6 months here. And the reason it's important is because back in 2008, I think, let's say, there was Hurricane Ike. And right after that, Lehman Brothers collapsed. A lot of the bad news going on, but it's especially bad news for those who drank the Kool-Aid of go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, and invest in a 401k or get a job with a pension. And the reason, the Queen, Prime Minister trusts a woman, kisses the Queen dies, and also Hurricane Ike hits, and the British pound collapses, is because the real big consequence of all this is that pensions almost died in England. So all the guys who drank the Kool-Aid, all you had to do was have a safe, secure job, and the government pension would save you, or you were a firefighter or a police officer or a teacher. Your pensions would save you. The problem with most people is they're stuck in microeconomy. They don't see the big picture. 90% of Americans just believe that don't worry, America will bounce back. Everything will be happy days are here again. And as a U.S. Marine, we call the people who are stuck in the microeconomy, they got their heads up their asses. They can't even see what's happening in the real world. I talked to many real estate agents here in Arizona and said, oh, don't worry, interest rates are going up and all this stuff, but don't worry, Arizona is hot. So that's having your head up your ass as far as I'm concerned, because you can't see the macro. And when you look at the macro, the whole world is collapsing around them. And it's going to be good for Arizona, maybe because people will move here and all this stuff. Well, let's say that China whacks Taiwan. Well, that's good for me in Hawaii, because all the Taiwanese will move to either California, Arizona, or Hawaii. So that's micro and macro. So let me give the definition of micro is you got your head up your ass. You better stand around and take a look at what's going on.
Capitalism, in my view, became corrupted at the fundamental level when we stopped backing dollars with gold.
Yes.
And to make a long story, not too complicated a story, but to make a long story short, this unleashed an explosion of credit. Credit absolutely exploded. Total credit or total debt in the United States grew from $1 trillion when I was 3 years old in 1964 to $91 trillion now. From $1 to $91 trillion in my lifetime. And during that process, that created a great deal of wealth, a great deal of economic growth in the United States and all around the world. But our economy became addicted to credit growth. Our economy must have credit growth to stay out of crisis. And now credit is contracting when you adjust it for inflation. So this is a very serious problem for our economic system, which I call creditism rather than capitalism, since it's driven by credit growth.